everybody, welcome to Kimball's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Turkey Bowl. I'm very excited about this. There are very few movies about Thanksgiving. So like Halloween, it's easy to find a movie to watch, movies for Halloween, Christmas of course, so on and so forth, all these other holidays, 4th of July, you name it. Thanksgiving, there's one movie out there I always associate with Thanksgiving, and that's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, right? Okay, yes, that is a Thanksgiving movie, at least I think. Anyway, and I'm sure there's some other ones out there. That's the only one that comes to mind. But here's the Turkey Bowl. And for those of you who don't know, this was a tradition when I was growing up, that when first in I think grade school, maybe not, at least in high school, we got together, my group, everybody from the same town got together every Thanksgiving, and we played the Turkey Bowl. We went to an actual football field. We got as many of us as possible. We split up teams. We all wore jerseys, and we went at it, and we tackled football, for a long time. And we did that for years and years. We did it throughout college, and that was when it was really special, and that's what kind of this is about. We went to college in different, obviously not in the same town that we grew up in, but Thanksgiving, everybody comes home, and we'd always meet and then play Turkey Bowl until, and my friends did it even a little bit longer than I did, and hopefully they're watching this because props to them. A little bit out of college, it started to get a little bit older for me, a little bit harder to take the hits and that kind of thing, but they continued on for a long time. But very good tradition that I had, and that's what this movie is about. It's about somebody who goes off, and starts his life, and then has to come back during Thanksgiving to play in their Turkey Bowl. And they play, at least according to the synopsis, with crosstown rivals. We were all just friends and we split up in the same thing, so slightly different, but this is the same concept. It's making me urge to want to go home and play the Turkey Bowl. Not maybe two-hand touch, and walking, not so much running now, but anyway, it stars Matt Jones, Brett Cullen are the two names that I recognize. So Matt Jones is from Breaking Bad, and anyway, this has an 8.0. Now only 466 people have viewed it so far, so we're going to be 467, so I'm excited. It is 2 hours long, which is interesting, so let me get into it a little bit more, find out more what it's about, give you a better idea, and then ultimately what I think, so stick around. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching The Turkey Bowl. We're at the 51-minute, 44-second mark, so not even halfway through it yet, but I want to clear some things up. Our main character, I can't remember the actor's name. Let me see if I have it right here. I can get it for you. Oh, alright, not there. It's not Badger from Breaking Bad, although the team they play for are the Badgers. So anyway, our main character is he lives in Chicago, works for some marketing firm, whatever, has an almost fiance, a girlfriend he's dating, whose father is actually going to be running for president. So he's got that whole life going for him. He's going to propose to her over Thanksgiving, but his friends play a joke on him to get him to come back to see him. He hasn't seen him in like 15 years. They pretend one of his friends are dead, so he goes back for the funeral. Of course he's not. It's a trick for him to play in the Turkey Bowl. Now, my misunderstanding. So my Turkey Bowl that I was talking about was a group of friends getting together in jerseys and regular clothes and playing tackle football with each other. This is a little bit different. So evidently they were a high school team, and they played another high school team, like one right across, crosstown there, crosstown rivals, whatever. And in 1999 they were playing each other, and it got snowed out, and they never finished the game. And that's what he's going back. Well, that's what they want him to play in. He was the quarterback, so they really want him. And of course, the Noble Knights, which are the crosstown rivals against the Putnam Badgers, I think. They're the Badgers, the hometown thing. So they have that rivalry, and of course they're more athletic. They got like the big kind of stadium kind of thing, and whereas the Putnam Badgers are out of shape and not very talented. So you can see kind of a David and Goliath kind of thing going on here. And meanwhile, of course, like I said, he has this almost fiance vacationing in Colorado, waiting for him to get there. And in town, of course, is his ex-high school love interest, where they're starting to, talk to each other a little bit more. So you can see where that's going. So you got the idea here. It's not, nothing crazy. You've seen movies like this before. No laugh out loud moments yet, but it's not terrible. Like I think they tried for a couple of them, and there might be a little smirk here or there, but I don't know. I wouldn't rate it an 8 right now at this point, but we'll see where it goes from here. Like I said, I think it's interesting that the guy from Breaking Bad is in here. His character name in Breaking Bad was Badger. Couldn't remember that at first, but this whole thing, they talk about the Badgers. The bar that they hang out is the Badger Hole. So that was our high school football team. So now we figured all that out. I thought it was interesting. They coming back, they're putting pads on. I'm like, wow, you're putting on pads and playing a turkey bowl pickup game? No, it's reliving the high school game. So I'll get back into it a little bit more, see where it goes from here. If anything interesting happens, I will stop it and check in. If not, I will see you at the credits, and I'll get this actor's name. I've seen him before in other things, but I just can't remember his name right now. And I'll see you in a little bit, so stick around. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of the Turkey Bowl, and it was good, not great. The actor, I couldn't remember, Ryan Hansen. He's been in a lot of different things, Veronica Mars and stuff like that. You recognize him when you see him. I can't place him on where I actually remember him from, but he's our main character in this whole movie. So he's the one with the almost fiance who's going to have the senator going for president, that whole 9 yards. But so this movie, very predictable. You've seen these many times where they, it's like Sweet Home Alabama in a sense. This one's in Oklahoma. I don't know if you saw that one, but this one just involves football, and they're going to replay the game that got snowed out in 1999. And it's completely predictable. You know what's going to happen, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. They do have a lot of attempts at humor, and it's not awful, but really no laugh out loud moments for me. But again, it wasn't so bad that you're like, ugh, I think some of the things that I liked about it was the camaraderie, the friendships, they get back together and kind of relive how they used to be. They actually also played off like they're back in high school again, like his parents go away and they throw a party, that kind of thing, and conversations that they have, they do that, and I thought that was cute. And it's not over the top, like weird kind of like, but like they subtly rope it in, and you realize, oh, they're acting like they're in high school kind of thing. So we got that Barry Switzer was in it, a little cameo there for him, and as I'm looking at it right now, that's the soundtrack. So the soundtrack, from what I gather, what it seemed like every time I was paying attention to it, is really songs from the 90s. So I thought that was pretty neat, because although it's in real time or present time, the game was played in 1999. So, I don't know. For Thanksgiving movies, considering there's not many, this one's okay. Yeah, I think it's definitely a different demographic. It's got to be probably just more for males who I think are, played high school football or had Turkey Bowl tradition, things like that. And I think it's gonna be interesting to people who have those types of ties to the plot of this movie. Otherwise, I think it'll be lost. It's not funny enough to stand on its own for other people to enjoy it. That's what I got for you. Nothing wrong with the acting, I don't think, too much. But predictable and fun. But don't pay a lot for it if you're gonna watch it. Again, only for those who might have a tie to something to it, because I don't think it'll be lost on everybody else. And so that's all I got for you. 2 hours long too. I just realized that now. It's also 2 hours long. I think it's 15 to 30 minutes too long. Not that I know what I'd cut out, off the top of my head, but I don't think it needed to be that long. You knew what was going to happen right from the beginning. So alright, that's it. That's all I got for you. If you watch it, let me know your thoughts. Do you have a football Thanksgiving tradition? I know a lot of people watch it, of course, now the Lions and everybody who plays on Thanksgiving, but I'm talking about getting back with friends. It doesn't even have to be to play football. Wednesday night before Thanksgiving is the biggest party night of the year. Again, because everybody comes back to their hometown, hangs out, and they all go out, and nobody has work on Thursday. So that used to be a fun thing to do as well. So yeah, that's it. And let me hear about your traditions if you do anything like that. Get back with your friends, play any sports, or and if you check out the movie, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Maybe there's something else I might have missed, but that's it. I'm rambling now, and I appreciate you tuning in. Tune in next time. Kimmel's Irish Pub.